Hey besties, let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? Hey besties, it's Behind the Shade, and we need to talk about what you ask? The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. It is season 6, the reunion part 1, honey. We got to get into it. Let's talk about these outfits, these costumes, these dresses, these ensembles. So we know the cast trip was in Greece. I have got to get there. I was out tonight with a friend. We went and celebrated the new year, and I got so jealous. She will be joining her friend in October. They're gonna take a cruise to Greece. And I'm like, ugh. And my friend don't even want to go. I'm like, girl, anyway, I want to go to Greece because of this trip, but I want to fly there. I don't want to necessarily be on a cruise ship, but I'll take it, whatever. So the set was very well done. They really captured Greece. They really did. I loved the stage. So far as these dresses, though, there was no, I don't know, was it a freestyle type of deal? So they were not, I thought they would have took from the flying dresses theme. Nope. We got red, greens, this custard. What is this color Bronwyn has on? Like a pale yellow, cream with a little hint of Meredith and Lisa both have on like an eggplant, burgundy, Bordeaux, whatever situation. Mary has on some pastel light green with these sheer gloves. No, I don't like it. And Whitney's dress is ugly. So the picture I have does not include Brittany, but I think Brittany's dress was pretty. It was gave me flying dress. It was gold. It was cute. But out of the ladies, I like Angie's red dress. It looks really good on her. Heather, her dress looks matronly. It's a nosh. It's giving godmother. Bronwyn with all this long hair and dark eye makeup, it was a bust for me. This dress is and nope. It just no, it's the age of a 60-year-old woman. Should a 60-year-old should be wearing this. No. I actually like Meredith's dress. I do. Hair was cute, makeup was cool. Lisa gonna give you that bust down the middle part with a straight, stringy hair. What is she, who is that? Oh no, that was Angie talking about her hair, has to shine like glass. Um, Lisa's look is cool, plain. She don't like much. And Mary, no, the dress it's giving Easter. It's giving little kid at the Easter play in church. The colors, they're not meshing well together at all. Nope. Mary's dress is not bad. It's just not good. And those gloves make it even worse. I don't know, is it because they're sheer and see-through, but the arms of this dress, the hair is in the way. Ugh. And Whitney lost her red hair, honey. She went back to blonde. And I just don't like this dress. No. No, 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 no. No. So I like half of the dresses, but the color coordination ain't there. The dresses are not dressy enough. Angie's is. Lisa's could be. But everybody else's dress just kind of, and of course, Meredith, her dress is nice, but everybody else, no. Okay, let's get into it. Who besties? It was a lot of arguing, a lot of back and forth. Everybody came for Lisa. So, honey, it was everybody versus Lisa. So the episode begins. Meredith's goal, she wants to ask Whitney, she wants Whitney to clear the floor. When they were at BravoCon, Whitney got drunk, but she said she's a sweet, loving drunk. She know what she said. She said what she said. And Whitney says that she's sorry how things have happened between her and Meredith, and she wants to be friends. And then Meredith switches it. It's, switches her words. That's what Whitney accuses her of. And Meredith is like, wait, you said, let's be friends off camera and leave the camera on. Huh? So Whitney was like, girl, now you twisting my words. No, I said, no, that's not what I said. And then Meredith is like, well, I said they are the same thing. And I can't do that. I cannot be your friend off camera and leave the camera on. Whitney is like, you were pushing me away this whole season, so girl, be gone. So then Meredith is like, yes, I have established boundaries, and you called me a liar. Whitney is like, girl, I will never try to be your friend again. Trust and believe I'm good. And I think their fight was over. No, it wasn't, because here come Lisa. Lisa's like, you said horrible things about her. And then she's like, you said horrible things about me. So Lisa tells her, like, she lied on her. You lied on me. It's just a constant back and forth, y'all. And so Meredith is back on her semantics again. Whatever you say, she gonna deny it and tell you that is not what you said, and she did not say that. And Meredith could not take accountability if you gave it to her to give. She wouldn't even give it away. She is not going to be accountable for anything. She won't own anything. So then Heather chimes in and she considers Lisa a risky friend. A risky friend, yeah, because you play with the high stakes and you fight to the end. It's your way or the highway. Lisa feels like Heather is the sneaky friend. And so, child, they back and forth and back again, just would not stop. So she tells Angie to do things that would be funny. You told Angie that. Angie's like, no, she did not. Yes, you did. You didn't, blah, blah, blah. They went back and forth and back again, child. It was Lisa, Heather, and Angie. Then Lisa says that they tag team because they're so codependent of each other. Ooh. Heather's like, you don't think you tag team with Meredith? Yeah, she does. Yes, they do. Both of them sure do. Lisa speaks up for Meredith. Yes, but Lisa said, no, I'm solo. Meredith's like, she's solo, and so am I. Meredith also says, well, Lisa is a loyal friend. Y'all wouldn't know nothing about that. Lisa says writing is very Utah. And then Heather was like, Lisa, you are from Utah. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. My DNA is not here. Heather's like, you have lived here for 25 years. So Andy was like, well, where is your DNA from? I'm from New York, thick and through, always. I said, not thick and through always, honey. Yeah. So then Mary says Lisa is a risky friend. She's delulu, very delusional. Lisa like, I'm not delusional. She said, honey, you believe things that are not true. Remember, you told us you live a different life than us, trying to make it seem like you better than us. And then Mary told Meredith, and she's talking about you too. She's referring to you. And then Meredith is like, well, we all do have different lives. Like, my life is not like hers, or like, oh, shut up, Meredith. Now I see why Lisa speaks up for you, because you just fold. Well, that's true. So then they talk about Lisa missing the RV trip. And Whitney was like, you would never miss a girl's trip or a chance to film. And Lisa was like, I was at work. No, you was not at work, and you was not working with Ben Affleck. We didn't see any pictures of that. Give it a rest. Then Andy saw a picture of her as somebody. Was it Ben Affleck, y'all? Was it somebody? I think it was someone else that's famous, a famous actor. But it was from 2017. They started filming this show in 2020, so that was very, very old and a long time ago. Okay. So Lisa was like, I do work. So Whitney is like, girl, you was in Miami taking pictures on the beach without makeup on. You was a fresh face looking good. But baby, there are a lot of good doctors in Miami. I said, no, the shade, the shade. So it's like, yeah, because remember, as we know, Lisa, she don't go nowhere without getting glammed. She goes nowhere. Okay. They even brought up the confessional where her makeup was all looking crazy with the smoky eye because the eyelash was falling off. She said they tried to do something that didn't land. She thinks she cried in her confessionals, wiped her eye, the lash fell, and they couldn't get it together. So even with that girl gonna put on some makeup. So they showed us the picture. She was on the beach, sun hat, sunglasses, fresh face. And let Whitney tell her, your girl Lisa must have went to Miami to get some work done. Now, who is the one that takes their staff and they gift them surgery? That was one of them, right? Was it Whitney? Because it wouldn't be Heather, because she owns that's her business. Was it Whitney that she used to take her staff? Well, see, yeah, and that's why she said it, because she knows, clocked it. Yeah, that's why Lisa was there with no makeup on. That girl went and got some work done. She didn't deny it either. True. So here go Lisa. Well, was that, wait a minute. Or was that Lisa that takes her staff to Miami to get work done, and maybe that's why she was there? Besties, help me out. One of y'all be up on all the game, but I think that's my bestie from Potomac. But is it Lisa that takes her crew to get work done? That seems like a Lisa thing to do, but it seemed like Whitney would. Anyway, they both know because that's probably where they both go. So here go Lisa. Why don't you celebrate me for working? I've been working for 18 plus years in my field and blah, blah, blah. So Angie says, yeah, she's negative about her friends and she don't understand the beauty industry. They going back and forth and back again about their jobs, the industry, what they do, why they do it, when they do it, because they do it. It was just like, okay. And I'm like, Andy, tell them to shut up. Blow a whistle. Goodness. So Bronwyn and Lisa are not friends. And honey, Lisa still has Bronwyn blocked on everything. So then we get into, the dismiss party. So Lisa's cases are dismissed. That's what she told us. That's what she gonna stick to. Stop asking. Lisa said one case is pending, one is being litigated, and stop worrying about her. Heather says, well, we just saying, you say you richer than all of us, but you owe people hundreds of thousands of dollars. We're just trying to add it up and make it make sense, honey. How is you rich and you got all these court cases? Like, what is going on? Lisa's like, no, they are allegations. Bronwyn Bronwyn says, no, you owe people money and you need to pay them. Lisa's like, no, my cases are different than yours. Mine are not criminal. Then she gonna tell Bronwyn, you don't understand the law, even though you went through it. with the law, but you don't understand it. Brahman is like, well, baby, yours were dismissed because you paid them people. You paid somebody. That's how you get them dismissed. Lisa says all of her cases have been dismissed. They won them all. Child, the delulu of it all. So Brahman and Lisa go back and forth and back again about bad behavior and stop talking about my family and blah, blah, blah. Then Brahman says someone at BravoCon showed her a video of Lisa talking smack, talking real bad about Todd Bradley, honey, the Godfather Todd, calling him fat. He got a small Peter Weeder. His belly is big. Child, they even showed the video. I was like, Lisa, Lisa, why would you be at BravoCon when everybody is there? Fans, bloggers, content creators, the cast. Why would you be there talking smack at the event? Child, they sure did have her taped. Microphones all on top of her, everything, girl. She doesn't kikiing. And she's like, yep. She calls him a dirty old man. He's a perv. It's like, how can you sit here and talk about someone's husband? And I don't know for the life of me, Browen, why haven't you jumped on top of this girl? Like, I know they don't fight, but there comes a time, and I'm not condoning violence, okay? Violence. But there comes a time where you got to buck because they knucking. And I'm serious. Lisa, you go too far. And you have a husband. You just go too far. You are just dirty. You are a rotten woman. And Meredith should be concerned. Meredith should be concerned. Because if you could do other people dirty that's supposed to be your friends, girl, Meredith, you're next. So, and even they showed the video, the tape back on the super yacht where Lisa is telling Bronwyn she apologizes. She's sorry. Pinky promised she'll never say nothing again. I'm not sure if that was unseen footage or not, but you know, you say that and you still talking, and then Lisa try to act like that is old. And Bronwyn is like, no, you just did this at BravoCon. BravoCon was like a week before they filmed the reunion. Like, Lisa, you're dirty. You are dirty. So Lisa says, instead of apologizing again, she says, it's not my fault that Gap Dick Sucker went viral. Child. Well, you're the reason why it went viral. Take some accountability. Goodness gracious. Brahman then tells Lisa to get a life. She ain't. She won't. So Angie has a brand campaign with Arby's, honey. And Andy said it was shady towards Lisa, don't you think? Because, you know, Lisa is a Wendy's lover. You know, fast food, fast food. So Lisa thinks Angie wants to be her. You want my skin. You want to walk in me. You want my soul. And it's like, what? So Angie throws it back at Lisa about her doing the carrot sauce campaign. She says, I've been in partnership with them for 30 years and you have your own brand, but here you coming for them because, you know, you mentioned them. You said one word about them and you got the deal, but I'm the one, you know, Angie's the one that came out with the high body count hair. So Lisa was like, she never saw Angie's campaign. She didn't know nothing about it. She didn't see it. She don't know. She said, I never knew that carrot stalks came out of your mouth. I never heard you say it. Not one time. Ooh, wee. And it's like, I think Lisa did say it first. So Andy changes the subject and talks about how the show now is like part of pop culture, the landscape of pop culture. So many people watch it. You know, Rihanna talks to them in comments. Julia Roberts watches the show, many others. And so they, Andy asked a few of them, how do they feel? So Mary says she didn't feel included in the group at first because of the scandal between her and Robert Sr. And now, when she kind of ducked out and came back, she feels like she loves them. She's in love with the girls. And, if at any point she will help them grow because now she's trying to be the glue to fix everything. So Lisa says she's hardworking, she's grounded, and she loves her family. So those allegations of calling her delusional are false. Stop calling her that. And so everybody pretty much feels like they've changed, especially Heather about her weight. She said she was at her lowest when she got on the show, but she took the opportunity anyway. Good for you, Heather. Brittany joins the cast, honey. She comes on with an emotional support bear, a new Build-A-Bear that has Jared's voice, and he's talking about he love her no matter what happened, something about the show. I'm like, what? So they show clips of Brittany and on the super yacht for the most part. And so people are looking at it. Heather's laughing, Brittany's laughing, and then here go Mary. She's embarrassing. Now we talking about the yacht. So Andy asked Brittany, were you flirting with the men to make Jared jealous of you? She was like, true. Sure was. But Heather was a bigger flirt than me. And she's referring to Captain Jason. So Heather had to announce again that her and Captain Jason are just friends. He's the fun friend. They club, they kick it, they hang out. No hanky, no panky. Goodness. She was like, don't you think I would be shouting that from somewhere if I did land him? Because he is fine. So a viewer came for Bronwyn asking her about the case being sealed and telling her that she can talk about it. And so she tells us she didn't ask for the case to be sealed, and it's not her business to tell the story. And she's like, look, I got my citizenship, okay? Don't you know that they won't give you a citizenship if you got felonies? So not my story to tell, not my business, okay? And so they're like, well, can you tell us something? And she's like, oh God. I think that's me saying, oh God, oh goodness. So she's like, something happened at my job. The case was dismissed for the people who were involved. And what you guys keep, I don't know, what they don't get is something happened at the job. It had nothing to do with her, it sounds like. It sounds like she may have been a witness, or I'll say a witness. And maybe she was asked about something and she seems like she snitched. Okay? That's why she's not bringing it up. Let it go, leave it alone, because she don't want no smoke. It's been dismissed, it's been dropped, move along. So then they go into her rap sheet about this and that. But don't you got some other stuff on your record? If she has her citizenship, then it's safe to know that her record is clean. Brown is like, the stuff y'all digging and bringing up happened 20 plus years ago when I was in college making dumb decisions. I got into a dispute with my roommate. Boo, big deal. I got evicted from my apartment. Ooh, big deal. She said everything has been expunged. She is a citizen now. Leave her alone before they take her citizenship back. So Lisa and Meredith are whispering. Because Lisa want to make sure she ain't forgot nothing. She kind of like, how did I do? I do good, huh? I'm riding these girls like a donkey. They trying to come for me, and I'm not letting them get, nope, I'm doing it, huh? Now, did I miss something? No, you didn't miss nothing. So Andy asked, what y'all talking about? And so Heather says, they over there tag teaming. So it's like, Lisa, did you leak to the press any information about Bronwyn's past? No, that's ridiculous. Bronwyn makes sure she has traction. This is what Bronwyn says. Lisa makes sure she has traction about our stories when we get into a fight with her. Uh-huh. That's a lie. I read Twitter. I've been reading since I was 3.5 years old. Bronwyn said, nah, someone on that boat put it out there that I was late on that boat. And it wasn't me. Lisa says, I don't check the people I don't care about. And so Bronwyn is like, well, the only person that could have said something like that is someone that was on the boat. And I've been arguing with you and Brittany, and I don't think Brittany got the bandwidth to even put that out there like that. And so then Heather jumps in like, yeah, it could be you, because why do you have 6 attorneys? You got cybersecurity. You go the distance, Lisa. Well, you don't understand our business and how many businesses I have. Well, what do? What does Lux Marketing do? I do this and I do that, and I make millions a year. Multiple events, a lounge, sold a company with the Bella twins. What does marketing do? And there was a lot of back and forth and back again, besties. I'm sitting here like, whoo, whoo. And so Meredith said they only ask you that to come after you. They're not asking for you to answer. They're just using it against you. Yeah, they are, aren't they? And so Lisa said, I don't owe you ish. I'm a big effing deal. Leave me alone. Heather's like, I know you sell tequila. Then Heather says that Lisa is not a great friend, but an important friend. Heather, what do you mean by that? How does that even equate to importance? How does someone who's not a good friend could be important? I think it's important for you to be a great friend. That's the only way. Heather, you got abandonment issues. It just, you give abandonment issues. You got abandonment issues. Yep, you do. Because you like to hang on when stuff is lost. You just hanging on for nothing. Hanging on, hanging on, hanging on. Angie is asked, you've known Lisa for a long time. What do you think? I thought she was my friend, but she's trolling me. No, Lisa, you trolling Angie? Angie pulls out this scroll, beautiful scroll, and she says, you know, she's not the source. She says she's not the source, but if you open your phone, the person trolling me has the same telephone number as Lisa. Baby, baby. And that was the end of part 1. Oh, child. It was just a lot of coming for Lisa, which I wasn't mad at. She held her own, but she's nuts. Besties, drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. This is crazy. And next week gonna be good. I can't even remember what I saw, but it's about to get amped up. It's about to get amped up. Bronwyn's gonna speak on Todd, and they make Brittany mad. She walks off the stage, and I saw Lisa tearing up, Meredith tearing up. It's going down. We got some other stuff to cover. They got to cover Mary and her son. They got to cover that airplane ride. Oh my goodness. Okay, I could wait. Anyway, y'all, please like the video. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Oh, and besties, hype the video. Hype it, hype it, hype the video. Hype the video, hype the video, hype it, hype it, hype it. And thank you to Lady February. You've been hyping. Thank you so much. Keep that hype going, girl. And besties, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure your notification bell is on. And I'll be back with another recap. It'll be Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Bye, besties.